Caitlin, they said on the broadcast tonight that you were not going to play overseas. You were going to take some time. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that decision?
Breaking news in Europe. CaitlinClark is not performing. I am repeating CaitlinClark during this offseason. Is not located in Europe, but this is the actual scoop. Her real intentions in the United States are even more thrilling after rubbing shoulders with legendary athletes to create unexpected fields of waves, from assisting her preferred charities to interacting with her loved ones. The off-season for Clark is anything but typical in this movie that we're providing you with a first glimpse at Clark's recently published timetable that refutes all the rumors. You'll observe her ability to balance training, team building, and family bonding connections, and individual development. Plus, we'll disclose a forthcoming event, and fans and analysts are present in November. You'll see why her schedule is humming. Makes no space for a covert European stints and the real actions she's taking to get ready for her second WNBA season. Forget the gossip and focus on the facts regarding the off-season for Clark is more interesting than any work of fiction. Before we dissect it, please remember to sign up for the Are You Ready channel. Let's go.
Yeah, it's definitely different for me. I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast, and then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team and kind of move on and put all that behind me and help this team, get back to the playoffs. So I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflecting back.
Imagine that a video appears online using a purportedly photoshopped news report revealing that Clark has inked a huge European contract. The supporters erupt when social media erupts with the newest thing in the NBA is speculation. Superstar performing covertly abroad. These rumors proliferate like a wildfire. By fans' ravenous desire for more CaitlinClark's happiness and development, the story of WNBA dissatisfaction acquired traction. Clark was not pleased with her had chosen to take her for the first season. Skills in the cutthroat European leagues. It appeared believable in the end. Many players in the WNBA do compete abroad in the off-season, but this is where things begin to fall apart. The basketball season in Europe began on October 8th, 2024, but since then, every single the actual video that we have seen of Clark is in the US with relatives, or with she has been active in social media, teammates. Media outlets revealing tidbits about her post-season life, golfing when accompanied by pals, fundraising activities, and even creating TikToks. How could she be in at drive-thrus? Does she have two places at once? Can she magically teleport her secret twin? Let's dissect if it was all a lie. The chronology. Whilst players from Europe were Clark getting ready for their season openers was occupied with a full program at state, she went to the Golden Gala with her side, helping to support the Pacers Foundation on Getting to Know You on October 19th, only a few days prior. Basketball royalty, she was revealed to be a panelist at the forthcoming Summit on Women's Leadership in November, Florida. These aren't the promises made by someone who is covertly playing the disparities continue abroad. Clark's social media accounts provide a narrative of a sportswoman having fun in her spare time, training in Indianapolis and spending time with those you love. There's no European cityscapes, no locker, and jet lag images of rooms taken in foreign arenas. Just where did Clark go when she was living her best life? These rumors originate from a perfect account of fanfiction and viral marketing in a time when content is paramount. Making up a tale about a loved one, an athlete participating in covert competitions overseas, is assured to create excitement. And we're here to provide you with up-to-date, accurate news. The irony is that Clark doesn't have to play in Europe during her historic 8-year, $28 million deal with Nike offers steadiness of finances that many WNBA players aspire to play abroad in order to list all of her further endorsements, you name it. Gatorade, State Farm, Gainbridge. Yes, she didn't violate her agreement. No, she is not signing with Nike. Adidas. It is also untrue. She's establishing her brand with an emphasis on personal development and getting ready for a sophomore season with spectators and commentators teeming with excitement.
CaitlinClark finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing up in quite some time.
Conjecture regarding a fresh enigma emerges as Europe fades. Recent appearances by Clark paint a confusing image, yet these dispersed fragments are going to create a mosaic that might alter the WNBA's game. What precisely is CaitlinClark? Season's up until her last post-match interview with Clark alluded to significant intentions for the season her absence from the court. However, those words hardly begin to describe Clark and her colleagues' future plans. Social networking has been a tornado of activities, providing enticing hints one day into her off-season life. She's at a celebrity-filled charity function the following. She's making birdies on the golf course today. Naturally, it stands in stark contrast to the many European basketball players' grind expected for her.
This is good. Do the raspberry dream with vanilla cream instead of coconut cream, please? And then can I do the summer splash also?
Can I get the spring fling with vanilla cream instead of coconut cream? Can I have the beach fade too, please?
However, there is an approach to this seeming insanity. Clark's schedule displays a thoughtfully constructed harmony of individual development and community participation and team building. She's been observed during a Butler Open practice in men's basketball. Her boyfriend, played Connor McFarrell, is a coach's assistant.
Can you pick his coaching brain a little bit? Bounce some ideas off of him, maybe?
Yeah. I think more than anything, though, he's just very supportive and kind of lets me do my thing. And that's something I really appreciate about him, is just his support and his passion for basketball.
The Steelers' game at the Lucas Oil Stadium witnessed her applauding from the stands, solidifying her relationship to Indianapolis. These appearances are not coincidental. Rather, they're a component of a broader plan to incorporate Clark into her new home's cloth in Indiana while keeping close connections to the Iowa native's roots. Haven't forgetting her origins. She and her Iowa teammates will receive recognition at an October 26th hockey game commemorating their amazing journey to this event. Is the national championship game is not only contributing but also paving the path to Iowa's future. If you've come this far basketball and are having fun with the video, remember to turn on everything like subscribe and notifications that we are aware of while viewing this. It takes some time to watch the video, and we thank you. Let's get back to the action.
It'll be fun to go to those games. I mean, I love college basketball. Obviously, he's been around it his whole life and really invested a lot into it. So I think it'll be fun. Give me something to do all throughout the off season as well. Somebody to root for. But it's definitely still go Hawks for sure as well.
Clark is incredibly versatile. In addition to her athletic ability, behind the situations in which she has been subtly constructing a legacy that goes beyond athletics, Clark has untapped abilities and passions. How are they doing at the table, creating a stir in the neighborhood? As the solution resides in Clark's steadfast dedication to leadership and community involvement. Recall how she shocked a few children at that's the NICU during the season. Just touching the surface.
For her to stop her busy schedule and to just check on all the babies here, it means a lot.
At the most recent Golden Gala, which helped Clark of the Indiana Pacers Foundation, wasn't merely another famous visitor. She purposefully walked the red carpet with her position to draw attention to significant reasons why the incident took place on October 19, 2024. Clark was interacting with, accompanied by basketball royalty, creating connections with a longtime boyfriend that can result in even more significant future partnerships. However, Clark's participation in the community doesn't end at stunning galas. She's going to be a member of the Women's Leadership Panel November Summit in Bel Air, Florida. The purpose of the 12th 2024 event is to empower women and encourage leadership by demonstrating Clark's dedication to motivating the upcoming female leaders of the future, both on and off the court. It's a position that calls for meticulous planning and careful consideration. Observations illustrating Clark's commitment to self-improvement and her readiness to venture beyond her comfort zone. Striking a balance between these obligations and her professional responsibilities are significant. Feature Clark has a full schedule with team meetings, guest appearances, and the sporadic photo session, but she manages to make time for these crucial community gatherings, honoring their potential to bring about long-lasting change. This juggling performance displays Clark's outstanding time management abilities and her comprehension of the broader picture outside of basketball.
What do we think we're going to see get added to her game here? Look, the only thing that maybe CaitlinClark can add is a little bit of bulk, right? A little bit of muscle. A lot of people tend to, work on their strength and, weightlifting regimen.
Her involvement in charitable events raise a substantial amount of money for honorable causes, and her involvement in speaking engagements motivate young ladies to have great dreams and go after their objectives. Clark's sincere involvement with supporters and her readiness to share her experiences that have a profound impact on those she previously said, "I aim to meet with if I have time. I should offer people time. Be challenging, but I'm grateful for the expertise." In philanthropy and sports marketing, observe that Clark's involvement in the community not only helps the people she assists, but additionally strengthens her personal connection and brand. With admirers by actively participating in philanthropic endeavors, Clark is constructing a reputation as a sportsman who is concerned about changing things that might result in additional chances to produce favorable shift in the future.
Had to be. I mean, she's a big star and everybody turning out for her in record numbers, but to spend time like this, I think, is very special.
As Clark's influence increases outside of the basketball court, a critical the question of how a growing superstars continue to perform at their best. While managing a constantly growing list of obligations, perhaps the secret is in a counterintuitive strategy that's making people wonder. CaitlinClark's analysis of sports obstacles of an off-season strategy common sense, but fans may Clark don't expect her to be at the gym all the time, recognizes the importance of rest, and she has been seen enjoying her recuperation. Leisurely pursuits such as golf, trying out with teammate Lexi Hulswig's newest viral beverage, finding a balance between rest and exercise isn't simply a whim. It's a well-thought-out strategy for long-term success. Experts in sports science highlight the rest is essential for professionals. It's not just about physical prowess for athletes. Recuperation and mental replenishment are equally crucial. By giving herself times to leisure, she's truly making an investment in herself. Upcoming performance.
Is this like a, we're good, we're going to call it a birdie?
I don't think so.
No!
Yes!
Come on! That's huge. Great birdie.
Family-friendly games, an important part of Clark's off-season plans. She's scheduling a visit with her family members in Iowa, acknowledging the significance of having a strong personal connections to help her professional career. These seconds away from the limelight let Clark return to her origins and rejuvenate emotionally, which is really valuable for coping with the demands of being a top athlete. The possible consequences of this balanced approach to the off-season on Clark's success in the future is important. By preventing burnout and keeping her passion for basketball is setting herself up for long-term success.
For sure, as well.
Is he one you're coming into the gym with, like late night hours or anything like that often?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's always something that we've kind of shared that bond with. I think also having to navigate like when to rest my body and when to get in the gym and do extra shots, but that's definitely something we love, is like coming in here shooting late at nights or having some shooting competitions. It gets a little heated. I definitely outshoot him way more than he outshoots me, but he tries to think otherwise.
Clark's well-rounded strategy goes beyond individual chemistry within a development team is frequently mentioned as a key element in success in professional sports, although it's infamously challenging to quantify or develop for a well-known rookie. Like Clark, assimilating into a well-established dynamic teams can be difficult to manage. Pressure to conduct media analysis and possible resentment from more seasoned players can all produce challenges, but Clark apparently negotiating these waters with amazing ease. One important tactic in establishing these connections has been Clark's regular attendance at Indiana games. In addition to her Fever teammates, these excursions fulfill a variety for which they enable the players to connect over their mutual passion for basketball, offer chances for informal discussion away from the demands of their own games, and aid with Clark's adjustment to Kelsey Mitchell, her new home city. The Fever's veteran guard has been often seen at these events, with Clark incidents pointing to a developing friendship between the two backcourt stars. It's evident how much Caitlin and Kelsey have become close when this is what she said.
You've changed the world in so many ways. You've done it with so much grace, and I'm so happy to take the floor with you, to be a part of this experience. I want to tell you to give yourself some grace, kid. You've done a lot of things that not a lot of people can do, and from me to you, I'm always going to be a fan. I'm always going to be in your corner. I'm always going to be in your backcourt.
Golf has become another unexpected catalyst for fostering teamwork. Clark, this isn't merely a publicity gimmick. has cherished the game since she was a young child.
I remember getting my first set of golf clubs for one of my birthdays when I was really young. My dad got it for me. It was an all pink bag, all pink clubs, and my dad would always take me when we were younger. I probably started playing golf when I was like 3rd or 4th grade. I mean, I was terrible. I couldn't hit it off the ground.
Clark's enthusiasm for the It Seems That sport has reached her teammates, with other people joining her for rounds while they're not working. These outings offer a relaxed atmosphere for friendly dialogue competition that enables the players to establish a personal connection on social media. Clark and Lexi Hull have been featured in especially having fun on the links collectively. Their friendship is apparent in the mutual grins and lighthearted repartee. Fever's interactions on social media have additionally gave information about the group's expanding chemistry, from encouraging remarks on one another's posts to creating content collaboratively. Is evident that these relationships are not limited to beyond the required team activity. Check what Lexi Hull and Aaliyah Boston are doing yoga in tandem.
As you know, I'm probably the best dancer on the team. And I am gonna come up out this lunge though.
Go for it.
And
I'll
like,
stay here. Oh.
Do you see that? Yep, thank you. Now I'm gonna go back in my little lunge.
That is so good.
As the off-season goes on, anticipation is focusing on how these strengthening in the on-court bonds will be translated. Performance will be affected by the elevated fever. Better communication results from familiarity. Could trust be developed during games? These informal exchanges lead to a more fluid performance of the play. Basketball analysts are wary of hopeful, pointing out that although chemistry by itself does not ensure success, but it can unquestionably increase a team's potential.
My twin sister and I have a secret language. What I got to do, what I got to gain? Huh? Get
away from me right now.
As the fever fosters camaraderie within the team, Clark is discreetly developing a different set of skills that sport offers. She collapsed to the floor in shock. And why LPGA professionals are paying attention to the where Clark's two hobbies converge might reshape her future in ways that nobody anticipated. A new CaitlinClark video has gone viral on the golf field, displaying a different aspect of the basketball player that's creating a lot of controversy. In the clip, in which Clark just avoids a hole-in, her response was a mixture of incredulity and she watches the ball roll with enthusiasm. Clark drops to the side barely beyond the cup ground, shouting, "Are we certain it didn't?" Enter, "Are we certain this is close to miss?" Then a successful putt for a birdie demonstrates Clark's increasing skill in a sport that's evolving beyond merely an informal pastime.
Caitlin, that could be in. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey! Right from the inches away! No! Caitlin! Oh, I have to go after that. Are we being serious?
Wow.
Are we sure I didn't go in? No, I can see it. Are we sure?
Clark's love of golf is not new, but she is becoming more skilled. Her involvement in prom raises suspicions. Events such as the legendary John Deere has received recognition from the PGA Tour experts, not only for her skills but also for her personality. This, a blend of charisma and skill, is establishing connections in the golf industry, resulting in a thrilling opportunity. This Clark is scheduled to leave CN on November 13th to begin in the LPGA Prom in Annika event that golf legend Annika hosted Suriname in Bel Air at Pelican Golf Club. This well-known event pairs with Florida Clark with the world's top golfer. Nelly Corda is providing a distinctive talk about challenges and learning opportunities regarding a celebrity duo, while Clark won't be qualified for any awards. Because she is an amateur, the publicity and knowledge acquired could be priceless.
WNBA Rookie of the Year set to compete in a Pro-Am golf event next month. The Indiana Fever superstar will appear at the Annika, which is the next to last tournament on the LPGA Tour, from November 11th through the 17th. She will also play in the Pro-Am event on November 13th.
Correlations between Clark's influence on basketball for women and her golf's potential has not gone unnoticed. Robert Griffin, a former NFL quarterback, made a strong analogy by comparing the impact of Clark on women's basketball to the transformational impact of Tiger Woods. This analogy says a lot about golf. Regarding Clark's celebrity status and her capacity in order to promote women's sports in a variety of fields, as Clark keeps becoming better at golf, there are concerns about her ability to balance this increasing enthusiasm for her basketball career. She regularly shares on social media highlight golf outings that show a sincere dedication to improvement. But Clark's major attention is still on the hardwood while she practices basketball. And prioritizing team dedication since she was young, it has been her dream. Woman to play in the WNBA and take home a championship, considering that Clark has about how golf affects her considering life to be more than just a leisure pursuit. She has observed how golf's mental hurdles transfer into basketball, especially in the growth adaptability, and the capacity to overcome this cross-sport mentality makes mistakes easily. Training can end up being a secret weapon while getting ready for her sophomore year. Caitlin's performance during the WNBA season, Clark's offseason, is not at all the same as according to certain rumors. European adventure, rather. She's creating an introspective training balance and community involvement and individual development. In the United States, Clark's commitment to basketball is unwavering, steadfast, as demonstrated by her intense training schedule in Indianapolis. But she's broadening her horizons as well, via leadership and charitable endeavors roles that demonstrate her dedication to having a beneficial influence outside of court. Clark's off-season strategy shows her appreciation and tenacity. Year 1, she said, "Thank you to the numerous individuals that have helped me as I've managed to relive my youth. Dream, I feel so thankful as I think back on the past year of my life. All of you in the second year with such an auspicious beginning to the WNBA season looks like it will be exciting for Clark." With her admirers, are you prepared? Let's the number of days until we see her tell us in the hardwood in the remarks such as subscribe and turn on all alerts to ensure you don't miss anything. Select the video that appears on the screen, and we'll see you at the following one.